Welcome back, gang. We're back here with a brand new episode of Adventures with AK. We have a wean, we have a fiance, we have a cooler, and we got a little bit of live bait. We are going to try to do a little bit of a kind of like a primitive catch and cook. So by that I mean we're going to keep a few bluegill or crappie, whatever we can manage to catch, and then I'm going to start a fire. I have a cast iron skillet. Going to toss that skillet on top of the fire, heat up some butter, and just pretty much cook it at the bare minimum. I'm also going to show you how I clean these fish, so kind of a 2-for-1 special there. But it's a good recipe, you know, if you're going camping or something and you want to be as minimalistic as you can. This works. It also tastes good, so some people just prefer to fish like this or eat their fish like this. So on the agenda, crappie, bluegill. She's going to be using live bait. I found some little baby earthworms, so she's using that on a bobber, and I have just a little twister tail with a rooster tail jig head on it, and that's the plan. So we're gonna get after it, hopefully catch a few fish here, pop them in the cooler, and get after it. Let's do it. There's a fish. Something swimming right at me. Oh, it's a bass. Well, there he took off. Not what I'm going for. There's one. That's a crappie, right? Is it? Yep, little baby bass. Shay, look at that. That's about your size. Is that nice? You see that fishy? Wow. All right, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. There's a fish. Another baby bass. Catching everything but. Everything but a damn crappie. Whoa, that was up close. Oh, it's a bluegill. Get him in. All right. You can just reel him up. That's a big bluegill. Woo! All right. Kylie gets it done. That's what we caught that guy on. Green Roadrunner. Big fat gill. About the size of my palm. Oh God, don't fall. for reference, oh my God, please don't go down that crack. That line is a 10-inch mark. Get out of here. That's a solid 8-inch bluegill, so that's pretty big. Good job. I figured it was something different because all the ones I've been catching have been like right where you're casting, so he hit it right here, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so we got our one bluegill. It's all we could muster up. The bass were biting, bluegill weren't. We couldn't even catch them on a worm, but they hit that twister tail, so I don't know, whatever. That's what we're dealing with right now. So we got one bluegill. Not bad. For the idea of what I'm doing, it's perfect because I get a fillet, she gets a fillet. I mean, whatever. So right now, gonna get this fire rolling. Gonna let it get nice and hot while the fire is warming up, and I'm gonna let it burn down to pretty much just coals. I'll fillet the fish, show you guys how I do that. Then we'll hop everything up on the pan, and that'll be it. And there's the wean. All right, gang, we're gonna start cleaning this bluegill. I like a 4-inch blade here. This is just an Ozark Trail blade from Walmart. Really sharp. It's a nice blade to have as a backup or for bluegill or crappie or smaller stuff like this. So we're gonna dig in. He's just on a plate right now. Yeah, so we'll dive right in. So your first cut is gonna be underneath this fin. I like to lift this fin up. Angle your blade in. Don't go straight down. I like to angle this in, and you're gonna go under this ear part here. Just like that. So it's kind of like a C shape. I turn them over. You find a spine, which is right at the top here. You cut down a little more, and then turn your blade. All right, you cut down to, you feel hardness, you turn your blade, and then I'm only using the top, maybe ½ inch of this blade. And I am just running it down this fish's back, right along its spine, pretty much down to its rib cage. Now here's the key part here. I get down to about the base of his tail. I run this knife through, and it comes out the other side. Now here's an important part. Angle this knife back down. Don't have it up, have it down. So it kind of looks like that. And you're gonna cut along. You're gonna feel bones, it'll be kind of bumpy. So about there, all right? You're gonna leave it, do not cut through. Don't cut through that. From there, you're just gonna use your thumb, lip it up. You're just gonna pretty much ride right along that cut you made, and it starts to kind of unfold itself. Then you'll get to the rounded part on the rib cage here. And you just ride those ribs right along through. Then you get to the bottom, and then you just saw right away, right down the belly. And that's what you're left with right there. So I'll cut down a little farther. I use that as a base point right here. It's kind of a pain in the ass if you do cut this off the skin, off where it's attached here, because it's tough to get the skin out. Now for the skinning part, you just get that blade in, pinch with your thumb, and you just ride right down. And if you have a nice blade, it'll kind of bend with you. So get right back under there. Just bend that blade down. That's a fillet you're looking at right there. Deboned, there's no bone in that. And that's pretty much it. If there's any silver skin that you missed, which in this case I didn't, you can peel that off. Maybe a little bit right there, you might want to take that off. Otherwise, that's a fillet you're getting off a bluegill. And yeah, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Get these on the pan. All right, we got butter going in. We'll let that melt and we'll get some fish on it. All right, so ended up cutting that one fillet in half, so we made 3 out of that. Salt, pepper, garlic, and that's it. Toss it right in this hot butter. The butter's melted, so let's go ahead and lay it on in. All right, first piece, the small one was done early because it was super thin. These two look like they're also done. It's not the most even cooking surface, but you got the job done. Maybe. There we we are. Doesn't look terrible. All right, finished product. The thin piece got overcooked. It's a little bit tough. Good though. The thicker pieces got cooked really well. It's still very hot. So we're gonna break a piece off. Meat is super white. You can kind of see that. Pretty damn good. So, yeah. Good looking. Come on. Taste test number 2. I think it's good. She wants more. I don't think so. Well, that's gonna wrap it up, I reckon. Good video. Hope you guys kind of learned something. Nice, quick, easy recipe. You can do that at home. You don't have to do it out in the middle of nowhere like we're doing, but fish is good. Better look at it. I mean, done kind of like a golden brown, but yeah, the inside real white, just like what you're looking for. Bluegill just looks like that anyways, and she thinks she's gonna sneak a bite. I don't think so. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any recommendations or anything really, recommendations or tips or comments or other recipes you want to share, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear that. I love cooking fish in the summer, so I'm always anxious to get new recipes to try, but I definitely want to give you guys some more recipes. I got a couple that are really good. I do tend to eat a lot of like bluegill and crappie because that's about all we have around us. There's a few spots where you can catch walleye, but not too many. So thank you guys for watching. Find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook at Adventures with AK for both of those. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.